You know what I miss? Good movies. Yeah, I fucking miss them. You know, this has been a really... We're in March, and I've gotten maybe 2 or 3 good movies that came out this year. Selma, technically, but that also was technically released back in December, but... Oh, my God! I'm so done with these... fucking terrible movies! So I just got a Lazarus Effect. This is another one that I couldn't get anyone else to go out to, so I was like, fuck it, fine, I'll see it myself, just because it's a shitty horror movie. Can't be that bad. And to be fair, yeah, I've seen worse, but this was still really stupid. This was stupid. This was a waste of my fucking time. Damn it, I'm mad. I don't know what, Okay. This is just... It's one of those horror movies that's not even, like, so bad it's funny. I mean, it's just awful. It's just awful. Not one good scare, not any good characters, and a cast of people that I actually kind of like. I really like Olivia Wilde, and Donald Glover's in this, and I think Donald Glover's a great comedic actor, and I'm sure if you want to do, like, serious roles, he could probably pull it off. Talent fucking wasted here. Oh my God, this was such a waste of time. Why am I here? Why did I go... Why am I alone? Really, like, Okay. So let's take a step back. Let's rewind a little bit here. So, The Lazarus Effect, for those who do not know, is a horror movie about, a engaged couple, one of whom is Olivia Wilde, and the same boyfriend she had in Drinking Buddies, which is a much better film, by the way. Go watch Drinking Buddies. It's on Netflix. It's one of my favorites. But anyway, and they have this thing called the Lazarus Serum, which is designed to bring people back from the dead. And right there, you can kind of see where this movie went horribly wrong. Which, first off, I have to assume just because they invented that serum, they've never seen a zombie movie ever, because you think, oh, well, mess with dead people. What could possibly ever go wrong with that concept? That's only the first problem with this movie. There's so many fucking problems with this movie. For the first 15 minutes, you know, it's fine. It's not actually, it is terrible, but it's like, I can ignore it. I'm just bored. And then, like, what happens is it's a 5-person team. One of whom is this new girl. I don't remember her fucking name. And spoiler alert, she ends up saving the day at the, well, not really. She ends up as the last one standing at the end of the movie, and she has no character. Oh, I lost focus. Focus. Come on, camera, come back to me. Come back to me. There we go. Okay. So there is no character here to a majority of these people. Like, the only reason, like, even, like, Donald Glover's character is even remotely likable in any way is because the actor playing him is so charming. This is a bare bones script at its core. There is not an ounce of depth anywhere in this piece of the shit screenplay. This was just recycled bullshit. This whole movie is just recycled nonsense, lazy, hackneyed bullshit where all the actors said yes because they needed the extra cash. And, oh my God. I don't want to say special mention of Donald Glover, because I like Donald Glover. I'm a big Community fan. I love him in that show. Or loved him. But it's like, you left Community to go start a music career. That's fine. I respect that. From what I've heard, your music's actually not that bad. However, you couldn't, like, make a guest appearance or do anything with them, but you can make time for this fucking thing? What? Why? I don't... And here's the part that struck me as funny watching this movie, because it also has the guy who played, like, the teenager serial killer in American Horror Story. And so you have the guy who has experience in horror playing the stupid comedic relief, and you have Donald Glover, who has experience in the comedic world, playing the straight man. So what is wrong with this picture? I had a lot of problems with this fucking movie. Okay, so anyway, so they're developing the Lazarus serum, and they're testing it on pigs and pigs and animals, and they test it on this dog, and it turns out, because of something that American Horror Story guy says, I think his name is Corey or something like that. I don't care. They successfully bring a dog back to life. But there's a problem, and the dog is acting really weird. And this is where we start getting into the fucking bullshit, which pulls into so many fucking myths and So anyway, it also turns out Olivia Wilde's character is a Roman Catholic, and she has a very tormented past involving a burning building that she was, burning apartment building that she was trapped in as a little kid, and blah, 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 blah. A lot of stuff that does not make sense towards the end of the movie. And, and she believes in heaven and hell and all that stuff. That's fine. Her fiance, on the other hand, is a huge atheist, condescending prick who, when she presents her theory of, like, what happens when you die, just goes, okay, honey, that's nice. You believe your silly nonsense. I'm exaggerating, of course. That's basically what it was. Like, fucking dick. Donald Glover is playing, like, the guy best friend who it's kind of implied that he has some kind of feelings for her, but it's never explored. They don't do anything with it. There's so much here, they don't do anything with anything in this movie. But anyway, so the dog starts acting weird, and they start to think that okay, let me back up a little bit. So before this point, they start to experiment on the dog, seeing what's going on. Apparently, the whole Lazarus serum is doing really weird shit to his brain. And the dog kind of goes berserk every once in a while. You have a lot of jump scares. This movie's nothing but jump scares. There's no attempt to build an atmosphere. It's just, oh, look over here. He thinks there's something under the sheet. There's nothing under the sheet, but oh, it's right behind him. Jump scare. That's the movie in a nutshell. That's all it is a series of jump scares, jump scare, jump scare, jump scares. Not even parts where there need to be jump scares. Like, we could have used time to establish, I don't know, character or plot or anything that could be remotely interesting, but no, just jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, end. That's it. That's the fucking movie. But the part that really started to agitate me, though, is after they bring back the dead dog. It jumps to a scene in the college they're working on, which is in Berkeley, and I have nothing against Berkeley, but my problem is with the statement that the teacher, like the principal, or whatever the fucking dean, I guess, uses to shut down their project, which is, do you know how many religious people we have on campus? They have a 90% of our student population is religious, and we find out you're bringing dead things back to life. So therefore, we have to shut your project down because apparently it breaches your contract somehow. It's like, why does religion have anything to do with this? This is fucking science. I don't care what your student body is. Like, I have nothing against religion people or anything like that, but it's like, that is no fucking excuse to shut down a science project, you fucking I'm really upset tonight. That's no excuse. That is fucking bullshit. That makes no sense. No one would ever shut down a project for religious reasons. At least not when science is concerned. If you really want an excuse to shut down this project, all you had to do was say what you are doing is insanely unethical. And you know what? That would be a valid point. I'm sorry. And like that line really just frustrated the ever-living crap out of me, and it made no sense whatsoever. It's a throwaway line, but it made no fucking sense. And it's just like, you could have come with 1,000, as a script writing perspective, you could have come with 1,000 other excuses why this project needs to be shut down, and they would have had much more validity to it. Just saying, your work is unethical, we should not be messing with this, nothing good will come of this, I'm shutting you down. That would have been valid. That would have been fine. But instead you went the religious argument for no good fucking reason, and it's nothing anyone would ever fucking do. And that really just, like, I was just like, what? What? Why? But anyway, I'll admit this is kind of part I tuned out, so I know I'm fucking this up, but apparently it wasn't because of religious reasons, but because, like, another company was hacking into their system for some reason. I don't know, they drop it as soon as they talk about it. Hacking their system and saw that they brought the dog back, so they want a serum, so conspiracy, another pharmaceutical company buys the serum, boom, they shut down their project. But, Olivia Wilde's fiance has the brilliant idea of, we need to go back into lab and reproduce the results. That's how we'll get it back. They don't explain how, like, it feels like almost like that South Park joke where it's like step one is break into repeat process. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, we get our project back. What was the plan after you, like, finished the project and you brought another dog back? What was the plan? How was that supposed to get you your grant money back? How was it supposed to get your project back? I didn't get that. It didn't make any sense. But something goes wrong when they try to do this. And by the way, why is there a Berkeley campus with only one security guard? But regardless, something goes wrong, and Olivia Wilde's character ends up getting electrocuted instead. So she gets put on the husband in tears and mourning. No, decides he's gonna try to bring her back himself. So he plops her on the table, plop. And this was part 2 that made me really angry. And I was saying, like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's, you know, bringing pigs back, that's fine. Bringing dogs back to life, fine. We're playing God, it's no big deal. We're all super casual about bringing animals back from the dead for some reason. Like, everyone's really fucking relaxed about it. Even when they're celebrating, they're like, no one just goes, holy shit, there's a dead dog alive and breathing right there. Why are we not freaking out more? But, anywho. So, this is when everyone starts to freak out, like, no man, this is unethical. This is incredibly unethical. I can't do this. I'm not comfortable with this. We bring anything else back to life all we want. We won't bat a fucking eyelash. We bring back a person. Oh, that's going too far. That's too much. And all I'm thinking of is, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna make her more dead? Jesus. And by the way, on that note, why is messing with the... I guess, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna... I was gonna ask, why would running the experiment on the dead corpse afterwards land them in jail and not just finding them with the dead corpse, doing illegal experiments in the laboratory, not end you up in jail anyway? So really, they had nothing to fucking lose. So they do the experiment, and of course it works. But no, everything's not right. Oop, I got a car one next to me. But everything's not right, and it turns out now she's psychic and has telekinesis, because fuck you, science. I mean, really, they give an explanation, and it relies on that fucking myth. I am so tired of seeing it in these fucking movies, where apparently... And this is another case of you should have fucking known better. Which is, apparently, when they're doing studies on the dog, it turns out the Lazarus serum was supposed to dissipate from the system after like 20 minutes after the experiment was over. But it kept doing its job in the dog, and it was like making all kinds of synapses and neuron connections in the dog. So it was like, its brain was going all haywire. And then when someone pointed that out to Olivia Wilde's husband, he was like, well, that was a fucking dog. This is a human being. It's like, the reason you test animals is to see how the potential of how they will affect humans. How do you not? Terrible scientists. You're all fucking terrible scientists. You're all... I'm angry. And then the reason the way they explain why she has, why she's psychic and has telekinesis is so mind-boggling. Okay, here's the thing. I gotta keep an eye on the time. Okay, there we go. So the reason they do this, and I'm not making this up, it's just 100% what they say, is Donald Glover is looking at the brain scans like, oh no, this isn't right. You know that, have you ever heard how people use only 10% of their brains? Instantly my brain's going, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. This is why I did not want to go see, Lucy last year. It's like that. That's been debunked a million times. It's not true. We use not at least 9% of our brain all the time. And then she goes, I thought like the other nameless no character that ends up living to the end for some reason says, I thought that was just a myth. And he goes, well, kind of. We only use 10% of our brain at a time. No, we don't. It doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. I'm sorry, I'm really sick of that myth perpetuating itself in Hollywood. It's like, it's being debunked a million times. We know for a fact that is not true. Can we please let it go? This is lazy script writing. This is lazy writing. This is just lazy. And to top all that off, he continues by saying, there is a reason evolution works so slow. It's because reasons. But her brain, with the Lazarus effect, is doing millions of works of evolution in a matter of minutes. Bullshit! That is not how evolution works! Like, this movie doesn't understand science in any way whatsoever. Like, evolution can only occur on future generations. That's the fucking point. It is a slow grade because every new generation gets one minor trait that leads to a greater evolutionary trait. It's called, microevolution. Macroevolution, I forget, I don't know too much about the subject. I know that it's not as black and white as they're making here. Not one magic serum is gonna unlock all the secrets of evolution because we are biologically set in one way, only until we die. It does not work that way. So yeah, she's psychic, and she has telekinesis, and randomly, she's evil. Because apparently, when she died, she didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel or anything like that. She saw her worst memory that played over and over in her head for over the course of years, or at least what felt like years to her, and like, that must have been hell. That must mean I'm like... And then she just randomly decides that, oh, I guess I'm evil now. I'm gonna kill everybody. And yeah, she kills everybody. There you go. I saved you an hour and a half of wait. This is why I don't go see horror movies alone. This is what happens, especially ones that involved neurobiology, because that's something I do not claim to be an expert in it in any way whatsoever. I know this movie doesn't either. This movie doesn't know shit of what it's talking about. I don't think, and they clearly don't care. They don't care. This is just an attempt to make a few $1 million off of, I can only assume, was like a week's worth of work, and just. It's just disappointing because I like the people in this movie. It would be nice to see a good modern day Hollywood horror movie, but we keep getting the same cliches with the same bullshit over and over and over again. This movie is so cliche, they actually kill the black guy first. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Donald Glover is the first to go, and it might have been at least even remotely surprising if they didn't even show that in the trailer. This movie is dumb, it is asinine, it is bottom of the barrel horror movie. This is like movie I'll be like, this is gonna end up in like the dollar bin at like Walmart a week after it comes out on DVD. This is just such a waste of time, and it is such a terrible movie. I mean, it's not the, I'm not even gonna say it's the worst movie I've seen this year. I don't know. This is I'm probably gonna forget a lot about it by the time the end of the year rolls around. I just know this has just been a really rough year so far, and I'm really looking for a break. But no, I gotta see Focus again tomorrow, so I'll be there for that. I should have saw that this time. Wait my time. Well, you know, it is what it is, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I think I've laid over the parts that really make me really angry, and like the movie ends with like her making like a fucking zombie army basically, and yeah, this movie was just this was a colossal waste of time. This is like as above so below bad, as in it's like this movie was completely pointless. If this gets a sequel, I'm going to cry. Yeah, I think I'm done, because I'm tired. I want to go home. And I got shit to do. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Focus. And, yeah, so... Oh, I guess I should go talk about trailers real quick. I only got a few of them, but, the only one, this is the first time I've gotten the Fantastic Four trailer, surprisingly. I mean, I've watched it online, but it's the first time I've gotten it in the theaters, and I'm not as against that movie as a lot of people are. I mean, I've seen a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and I've heard a lot of, like, the weird decisions they're making. It's one of those things, though, it's like weird choices have been made, and they've ended up working well for some movies, so I'm not expecting it to be good, but I'm also more open to being surprised, I guess. So, I don't know, we'll see about that, and hopefully it won't be a colossal bomb. I mean, I like the actors in it, and I like some of the CGI. I like the stuff that looked like they're doing with the Thing looked pretty interesting, so I don't know. I'm not as against it as a lot of people are. If you are, I get why, but I'm hoping to be surprised. That's kind of what's coming down for me, so... Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm going home. So, see you guys next time. Probably whenever I upload the Focus video, which hopefully be like tomorrow or something like that. So, alright, bye. Bye. I'm done. Bye.